Imagine this: a king of England, for the first time in nearly 400 years, steps into a Catholic cathedral to honor his royal sister-in-law at her funeral, a tradition forbidden since the 17th century to uphold Protestant supremacy. Is this the end of a centuries-old religious divide in the monarchy? Or simply a family's embrace defying ancient rules? Stay tuned, because this story will pull you behind the palace curtains into a world of secrets and history. Picture 1961. Amidst the dazzle of a royal wedding, Catherine Worsley, a graceful Yorkshire noblewoman, walks down the aisle with Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, Queen Elizabeth II's cousin. She wasn't just a royal wife, she was a warm, empathetic soul. Catherine, with her gentle smile and kind eyes, became the monarchy's human face. Who could have guessed she'd become the first royal in centuries to convert to Catholicism in 1994? Her decision was a bombshell, challenging the monarchy's unwritten anti-Catholic stance since King Henry VIII broke from Rome. But Catherine didn't care. She stepped back from official duties, disguised as Mrs. Kent to teach music at a primary school, hugging crying children and whispering, "We're just ordinary people who love to hug." At Wimbledon's tennis courts, millions knew her as the elegant woman handing out trophies, not with cold formality, but with warm embraces for winners and comfort for losers. Like when she consoled a tearful Jana Novotná in the 1993 final. Fast forward to September 2025. At 92, Catherine is gone, leaving a void in the Windsor family. Queen Elizabeth is no more, but her shadow lingers. King Charles III, as Supreme Governor of the Church of England, faces a dilemma. Tradition bars monarchs from attending Catholic funerals. The last time a king did so? Nearly 4 centuries ago, before the Test Act of 1673 locked the monarchy from Rome's influence. Yet Charles, with his modern vision of reconciliation, chooses boldness. This isn't about politics, he thinks, it's about family. The palace declares a period of royal mourning, flags at half-mast. On September 16, Westminster Cathedral, a grand Byzantine structure rarely touched by royals, witnesses history. Crowds gather outside, eyes fixed on the black cars gliding in. First, Prince William and Kate Middleton, hands clasped, faces sullen yet respectful. Kate, in a simple black dress, pins a white flower, a nod to Queen Elizabeth's memory. Behind them, Prince Andrew whispers to William, while Princess Anne and Sir Tim Lawrence stand tall. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, arrives alone, graceful in grief. Absent? Queen Camilla, sidelined by a sinus infection. And Prince Edward, Duke of Edinburgh, on overseas duties for Charles. Then, he appears, King Charles, steady despite his battle with cancer. Beside him, the Duke of Kent, Catherine's 89-year-old husband, walks unsteadily, eyes red with sorrow. As the coffin, borne by the Royal Dragoon Guards, enters, Gregorian chants fill the air. Cardinal Vincent Nichols leads the Requiem Mass, reading a message from Pope Leo XIV. Catherine was a model of duty, charity, and care for the vulnerable. Charles sits in the front pew, listening to Latin prayers foreign to him but close to the heart. This isn't just a funeral, it's a bridge. Historian Catherine Pepinster calls it a major step in ecumenical relations. Charles, who's spoken of protecting the planet intolerance, now crosses a religious divide, perhaps inspired by his mother's attendance at King Baudouin of Belgium's Catholic funeral in 1993. The coffin is carried to the hearse for a private burial at Frogmore. Charles pauses, kissing Kate's cheek as a final gesture. The crowd claps softly, a mix of grief and awe. This is the end of an era, but the start of a new one, a more inclusive monarchy, where Catherine's hugs live on as her legacy. What does this mean for the monarchy's future? Will Charles open the door wider for reconciliation? This story reminds us, behind the crown are fragile human hearts. Catherine taught that, and Charles, with his courage, proved it. Thanks for watching to the end. Share your thoughts in the comments. Is this the end of an ancient tradition?